Welcome to the first Trifecta Talks live stream.
And hopefully the first of many.
You got it. Um, I'm looking at the chat. Well, I'm looking at the live stream first.
Okay.
I feel like what happened, it might have made another video,
Oh
but
no.
maybe not. It did.
Another video?
It did.
How did
It
what
did.
what do you mean it made another video?
Like it did it twice.
Oh, we're gonna have two streams going?
Well, it like didn't use the one I wanted to do.
Uh
Oh well, next time.
yeah, what are you what are you gonna do?
um, so hopefully somebody's watching on the other stream. If not,
Yeah, I
welcome.
hope so. I hope so.
Anyways, well, this is our first live stream. This is episode number 11. Today we've got a packed schedule for you. We start off with what we are playing as always. We're going to go straight in to talk about the state of play, and then right after that, we're going to rank some of the best video game couples in gaming history.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna peek the microphone this time.
If the audience doesn't know that, but maybe one day we'll upload it as like a blooper. If we get to 100 subscribers, we'll upload that blooper.
Yes. And that'll be our highest viewed video ever.
So with that, let's just get into the as they say, the rigmarole of it all. So we'll first start off with what we've been playing. Also, there's supposed to be a third guy with us named Jared. He's switching out his car battery. It's that season.
Yes, so hopefully he will be able to stop in soon. I hope.
Soon. We hope. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. He's not dead or anything. He's fine, but his car battery is not
his
okay.
battery's dead, though.
His battery's dead. But we're going to hold a funeral for it and everything. Oh, no. Not during the live stream. Brandon, where'd you go?
There I am. I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh, no.
All right, whatever. We're just gonna
just keep it going. We're just gonna keep it going.
I might have to upgrade my camera. I'm thinking that's the reason behind it. I don't know what's going on. It must be a cheap camera that I don't understand why it keeps.
What brand is your camera?
Mexico. It was cheap at the time. I needed something to get things kicked off. So
get yourself a
Logitech.
I have. Yeah, get yourself a Logitech.
Probably a Logitech.
A Logitech.
They're expensive.
I got one on sale.
Yeah, but they're still like. This was like 50, and like did the same stuff as one is like 80, an $80 or $100 one.
I was gonna say, like, I spent, mine was like 60. Mine's been pretty good.
I'll have to look into it, but for now, we're just gonna roll with it.
Just roll with it. There's not much you can do. I keep messing with my camera, and I cannot get the right angle.
Anyways, we're just gonna.
Oh my god. So, anyway, while I'm briefly here, I don't know what to say. Oh gosh, this is still saying that. Hold on. Oh no. I gotta go to the other live stream. Alright, I'm on the other one now. If anyone stops in while we're watching, I am so sorry. We don't know what's going on with Brandon's webcam. But hopefully it will be resolved. This was an issue last time we tried recording, and this kept happening. So we have a blooper reels from that. So we didn't end up actually doing an episode last week because of it. But we have bloopers in like half an episode. But yeah, we're not sure what's going on with his. Oh, there he is.
For some reason I thought the whole time you could hear me.
No, I could not. So anytime that happens, you get completely muted from me.
That's so weird.
So
It
I
should
was
only like do whatever it is that's
right.
blocking it. Um, I moved the wires around. Maybe it's that, and I unplugged everything and replugged it again. So I'd
Maybe.
give it a shot.
Hopefully. At
Hopefully,
least
I
since we're
don't know.
streaming, we
I
get everything. So
I
I mean,
can't
we were
think of
getting
what else
everything
it could
before.
be.
Yeah, I have no idea. Definitely not a
Okay.
connection thing because your thing is like 90 plus the whole time. So
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it usually shows the bars if it. Yeah, it's the green bars. So my green bars are
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Look at us having technical issues on the first stream. We're just so silly.
That's so silly. But what are you gonna
I'm
do?
also gonna I'm gonna share the live stream again on our Facebook. Uh,
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
that's not a bad idea. What would you say?
Oh, bad idea. That link. Actually, no. Never mind. I think that's fine. I was gonna say the link
Anyways,
that I shared. Oh,
what I was trying to say is Brian, you were telling me earlier what you were playing, and I think that's where we were going to start the conversation.
oh yes. Um. So actually, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
We're so cool. I'll start this while Brian's gone. So I've been playing Doom recently on PS4. Well, on PS5, but the PlayStation 4 reboot version or whatever. I just got out of hell, and now I am. I forgot where exactly I am. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't played. Uh, so that's what I've been doing. Not too much Nintendo. I finished Super Metroid on SNES, so that's been pretty fun. That kind of game changed out the pace a little bit. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have been playing for the most part. So yeah,
I heard Metroid and what else?
Doom. I'm still playing Doom.
Doom. Okay, cool.
I don't even know how far I am because it's still a PS4 game, so it doesn't show like progression tracking on
Mm-hmm.
like the PlayStation screen. So excuse me. Um, so yeah, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know. It's such like it's a game that you think it's almost ending, but it's not. So
The last time we talked, you said you were just entering HE double hockey stick, right?
I, you could say,
Can I say hell
yeah,
live on YouTube? Okay.
yeah. I got out of hell in the last session. I
Okay.
got the You'll probably know what I'm talking about. I just can't remember the name of it. It's like the plasma beam,
The
that
the
green, the
the
one
B
that like
is it
just
oh
annihilates like a
the
bunch of
BFG.
enemies. The BFG, yeah.
Oh, I
See,
love it. It's
I'm getting Metroid stuff and Doom stuff confused, but it's funny how like they're
I
kind
could
of
see that.
closely the same game.
Oh yeah. One's just more like less gory than the other, but
Yeah,
essentially it's close to the same idea. That's cool. I'm glad you're liking it.
it's all in the same boat.
All in the same boat, all in the same vein.
All
Um,
going on up in there.
so what I've been playing, same stuff a bit, but I have some small updates. So actually, for my first thing, college football, not playing as much. I'm kind of like falling out of it a little bit. Not like I'm not enjoying it, but it's just like now that football, like the whole
It's
football
over.
season's over, at pro football, college football, it's all done for a while.
Hmm.
Usually when that's going on, that's when I'm in it the most, and it doesn't matter which one it is. If one's going on, I'll play college or NFL, whatever. But I've just played like a game here and there. I played one today on the day of recording, which is February 11th. I played one game. Um, but I also played a game of Battlefield 1 because Jared was talking about Battlefield 1 before. The servers are still very much up and strong. Um, it's still fun. I enjoy it. It's still as grounded and as hectic as I remember it being. From the little bit that I played prior, because I actually didn't own the game last when it came out and was in its full prime. I had only played, I think, the beta and played it at a friend's house here and there, but still very fun. You can get into servers super easy. It's very has a very dedicated fan base. I went to try Battlefield 3, which I had mentioned before that I think is the best Battlefield of all time. And as much as I enjoyed Battlefield 1, I still stand on 3 being the best one. Um, it's such a shame though, because I downloaded it. I went to go play multiplayer, and at least for me, I tried getting onto EA servers numerous times, and the multiplayer is just down. You can play the campaign, but you cannot play multiplayer anymore. It's such a shame, and I believe it's because they added in like the portal feature for Battlefield 2042, one of the games that they can play in, quote unquote, is Battlefield 3. You can play on some of the maps, use some of the weapons, and essentially it's just Battlefield 3, but with the hardware and whatnot of 2042. That's fine. It's not Battlefield 3 though. It's Battlefield 2042 just with different maps and guns, and it handles like Battlefield 2042 and not like 3. So it's not the same thing, EA. Maybe they'll remaster it down the line. I don't know, but maybe we'll get into some Battlefield stuff in a little bit here. On the topic of Battlefield 3 and 1. And then one last thing, Madden, or I should say EA in general, after I just finished trash talking them, they had this cool feature with Madden and college football where you can make your own team online and then download them, and then or upload them, and then you can download them on your console or wherever, and just fully customize them. So today I made the Angel Grove Power Rangers, and I went all out with the uniforms and the stadium, and it looks really cool. I haven't actually downloaded them yet, but I spent the last like hour and a half making 3 uniforms in the stadium, and I think it looks top notch. And if anybody comes across them, I don't know how many other people made Power Rangers, but if you see one where it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo up on there, you'll know who it was. And I think the uniforms look pretty slick. So, but that's pretty much been it for me in terms of what I've been playing.
Pretty good. Yeah, we're kind of winter's such a sucky month. I feel like for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Not that like gaming's bad. I just feel like not a lot of games are coming out currently. But
yeah, it's a little sluggish, but I think that gives people time to maybe replay stuff or play stuff that they've had on the shelf for a while, and yeah, it's definitely a good time for that.
Totally.
Yeah.
So speaking of not having a lot of releases, we're gonna have some coming up. It sounds like, as PlayStation has just announced, which was rumored for a while, but finally happening, is the State of Play, which is usually, as far as I remember, the February one is always the biggest State of Play. A lot of more focus on bigger titles and not so much smaller projects, and then a big announcement at the end. So we're just going to quickly hop on this real quick while it's fresh in our minds, and we are just ripe for information, and we literally don't know a whole lot that's coming from PlayStation at this point in time. And the only thing we know is Ghost of Yotai is confirmed for this year, but with no release date. So with that being said, I think that is going to be the headliner. I'd say I'd put full money that PlayStation starts off with Ghost of Yotai as the beginning section, and we get or maybe not. It's whether it's going to either be the beginning or the end. But I think it's going to easily be it's going to be a late spring or early summer release. I don't think it's a holiday title. I think they still need that spring release that they usually do. And the last one they did for first party stuff, I believe in April, it was Stellar Blade. That was last year. So I think it's going to be April. It'd be really crazy if they did April just because of the Switch 2 coming out, and a lot of people are banking on that right now. But I think there's a good fan base that will get in on Ghost of Yotai coming out in April.
Absolutely. And there's there's still like such a, like you still hear about people playing Ghost of Tsushima today, like going back, replaying it, all that stuff. Like, so they timed the sequel of it kind of perfectly. They didn't wait too long to where there was like the hype kind of died off a bit. It was still very much alive, and they picked the perfect year, honestly, for it to come out.
Well, it's funny. I when I was playing the game, I was like, man, when did this game come out? Because I feel like I've been so out of the loop, and I didn't feel so out of the loop because it was right at the tail end of the PS4's life cycle. Like, and then it literally got a PS5 version, the director's cut, like a year later. So I didn't feel that bad out of the loop. So it was only like, well, when did the game come out? So 2020? Yeah, that sounds right.
I think so. That sounds right.
Because the PS5 came out in 20. Yeah, so I think it came out in
Yeah.
2021. I was playing in 2024. So 3 years isn't like terrible. So
Mm-mm. As compared to a lot of other big franchises like God, GTA, we've
yeah,
waited 12 what looks like it's going to be 12 years finally for another game. Red Dead same
here,
thing. I don't know how long that's been, but
here's a question: do you think we get a GTA 5 trailer during this presentation?
it'd be weird if we got a GTA 5 trailer 13 years later or 12 years later.
Oh, GTA 6. Sorry.
I would love one. I would love a GTA 6 trailer. If State of Play, if February is the biggest like time for State of Play, I don't see why not, honestly. Especially if any really like company or any like press conference whatever can drop it. Why not do State of Play just to at least get the hype built up again? 'Cause it's been a while since we've got that first initial trailer. It was what, a year already? Pretty close.
Yeah, over a year. It came out in December.
Yeah.
Came out
December of
December.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why does it
that's
keep telling me? Sorry.
what's going on. No, that's okay.
No, Discord like gave me a notification that I uploaded another video.
No. Oh, is it the other link to
I have no
the
idea.
stream? It might have
No,
put
no.
both
I
of
think
them.
it was just delayed.
Oh, okay.
Delayed notification.
I see.
Sorry, everyone. We're just testing the
This is-
waters with
This
this.
is our first live stream. Give us a
And by
break.
everyone, I mean
The 0 people watching. Hey, we're only 12 and a half minutes in. Maybe somebody will chip in.
somebody's gonna be
pop
like,
in
"This guy
eventually.
needs some help mentally."
And with our live stream, please. We sent out 2 links. This is a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. We won't do it again. I think what I did, the wrong thing I did, is I put it as an instant session, and I should have scheduled it instead. Oh,
I see.
snap. There is somebody in the chat.
There's somebody in the chat.
We get it.
Mr. Connor Van Sice, thank you so much for your your comment. We very much appreciate the interaction. Let me just read it off here. The relationship between the little white ball and those paddles in Pong, that's my favorite video game couple. Honestly,
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Maybe that will show up in our couples like tier ranking thing.
There'll be a part 2.
Maybe. There'll be a part 2. Next year.
Next year, down the line. So yeah, I'm indifferent about GTA 6. I want it to be there. I know they just had their investor meeting recently, and 2K investor meeting. And usually when that happens, that's the question that pops up. Is like usually the biggest thing is happening. They're probably all their investors like, well, is GTA 6 coming out this year? And I think they're still claiming that it is coming out this year. And then they're also possibly teasing a PC release. So I don't know. But I think it'd be pretty crazy if they did drop one during the State of Play. The other thing,
very unexpected, especially since the State of Play was like only announced. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 5 p.m.
And they just dropped the news of it. What, yesterday? Today,
which is usual. It's not.
Oh, really?
It's not that outlandish that they like.
Okay.
Nintendo does the same thing. They'll just announce them like a day before.
Shadow drop it.
Yep. But speaking of shadow drops, there's the rumor, and we talked about this rumor last year. I think it was part of I forgot what we. Oh, it's part of PlayStation 30 years. That was like the first episode.
Yeah.
That's so long
Mm-hmm.
ago.
It's so long ago.
Um,
God, we've grown so
so
much
long.
since then.
Except for this live stream.
There's some growing
um,
pains.
which is sounds. I'm knocking on wood. I think I figured it out. I pulled the wire up from the camera, so it's not drooping
Just
behind
yanked
my
on it.
desk. I just yanked it.
There we go. It's the
So
way to
hopefully
do
that
it.
works. Uh, but anyways, we were talking about a potential trilogy of games coming to PlayStation 5, a remastered collection, because it is celebrating its, I think, I don't know, it's celebrating an anniversary of sorts. I think 20 years, maybe. Correct me if
Mhm.
I'm wrong. But that would be the God of War original PlayStation 2 trilogy.
It's getting pretty close to 20 years, if not already.
I
I
think
would
it's
say.
20 years. So the rumor is that they are bringing that collection of games remastered, kind of in the sense that the Tomb Raider games have been coming out from
Mhm.
Aspire. They do like the Star Wars ones. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
Aspire. It's probably going to be Santa Monica Studios that is pulling off the remaster. Um, and then I think the big. So I have two big blue sky pie in the sky predictions, and that would be they announce a new God of War entry starting fresh. You know, we're not in uh, what is this? Not Greek mythology. Is it Greek mythology? I don't
Greek,
know.
yeah. Yep. Or
No,
yeah,
well,
Greek.
not
Yep.
the new ones. The new ones are
Oh, new ones I think are Norse.
Norse. Yes,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be. There were talks of it being like whatever I'm sorry, I'm butchering this, but whatever mythologies are in, uh,
The originals.
Japan. I no
Oh,
no no
oh.
no. Yeah. Like I
I know what
can't
you're talking
think
about.
of it. Yeah, not Japan, but China and those kinds. I can't think of it. If somebody knows, let me know. But that's the rumor. And then the second thing is going to be whatever is going on at Naughty Dog or not Naughty Dog. Who does Spider Man?
Oh,
Insomniac.
yes, Insomniac.
Whatever's going on over there. I mean, it's been 2 years since, or this year will be 2 years since Spider-Man 2, and we know Wolverine is happening. I mean, I think that's the closer, and we
Mm.
get a launch window of this holiday season,
Oh,
and
that'd
we'll
be
get a
nice.
trailer in like Summer Game Fest, a full
Mm.
gameplay trailer.
Oh,
But I
Wolverine.
think it's yeah,
Mm.
but I think we get some kind of cinematic teaser again, but with some story elements this time,
Yeah, rather than
and
just in a bar
probably
or
an
whatever.
indication of who's voicing and what characters we'll see. And
So yanking on the wires worked for a little bit. Yeah. Um.
I'm gonna try my integrated camera.
Oh, low from a different angle.
I know I
It
don't
doesn't
like
look
it.
that bad.
Yeah, it's not
It's
terrible.
it's just this is a weird angle, but I mean, it does quality wise, it really doesn't look bad at all.
That's the lighting though that like bugs me. It's so like
Uh.
overshot. Anyways, uh, yeah, we'll have to figure out this whole webcam situation
Mm,
because it's bugging me. I don't even know if it's the webcam. It could easily be the microphone, but
it could be both. Maybe it's both. Who knows? Um. So until he comes back, Wolverine trailer, we might get that. Um, we could see who's voice acting Wolverine. Maybe they'll give us a hint if he like talks in it. I don't know. Remember if he talked in the last one. Um, hopefully it's the only cinematic trailer we get because I mentioned this or no, this was a topic a couple weeks ago. That I am not crazy about cinematic trailers. I think one to maybe two are the most you'll need for it. Anything past that, you're overdoing it. I think it was like one of the Final Fantasy games that did. No, Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts. Brandon will correct me when he comes back. He's listening to this right now. Um, that had cinematic after cinematic after cinematic and basically just revealed the whole game, and that's never needed anymore. I think really at this point you just have to sell the gameplay and very briefly the story in like cinematics and stuff like that, because cinematics were used to, really high def animation stuff, but now the games look like cinematics now, so the cinematics aren't as impressive anymore. It's really just honestly I think a quick way to get the gist of the story, and that's pretty much all they're needed for. So Wolverine, Ghost of Yotai, I think that's how Brandon pronounced it. Um, Speaking of him as if he's in the past tense, he's not deceased. He's here. I hope. There it is.
It keeps telling me that it's the mic, which I really hope it's not. It's a Yeti.
Eesh. Well, you haven't switched out your the little brick or whatever, right? The USB thing.
No, I unplugged it. I don't use that
Oh,
because it was giving me
that was.
issues.
Oh. Oh.
So it's plugged straight into the computer. It basically TMI, but it's saying that the streaming. When I talk into this, it keeps cutting off. It keeps saying like your mic is bad for some reason.
And it just boots you briefly?
I guess.
That's so weird.
So I put it back on the connector. I'm thinking it might be because I'm moving it around a lot and the wires getting fudged around.
Did this only start when you started like using it like handheld?
I think. I don't remember.
You didn't start doing that long ago, and this really wasn't an issue until last week, I think.
No, I don't know. All that matters is that things are still moving along as we do this.
That's true. Yes, that's very true. I'm making sure. Can you see and hear me whenever you cut out?
No, I can hear you fine. When I'm off, I can hear you.
Okay, good, because I'm trying to keep any dead air out of here if you accidentally get booted briefly, trying to fill the void.
I'll have to look into it more. I mean, I don't know what's going on, honestly.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So, anyways, don't give me a mic.
Get the mic away from this man.
No, I got a comment from Manya. For those who don't know, that's my girlfriend, and she's like, I know what to get you, and not a mic. Do not give me a mic. I will figure it out on my own.
You should get him a mic.
No.
Yeah. Full-fledged.
Because I don't even know if it's really. I mean, it says it's the mic, but I don't know what exactly is wrong with the mic. It's not broke. Yeah, I have no idea. It's probably some software. It's probably some software update on the mic, or maybe I have no idea.
I don't know if Yetis have to do that. They probably do. Maybe. You should get one of those ASMR mics where they have ears on either side, and you can just go one or the other.
Yeah.
Monty, that's what you should get.
No. Anyways, so yeah, those are my. I just want to touch on that quickly. Those are basically my quick predictions of that. I'll throw another pie in the sky. Let's get some Astrobot DLC.
Why not? It's been a little bit.
Why not?
Has the game been out for a year?
Nah, it's still like less than like 6 months. That game came out like September. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't remember.
And it's gotten like
ever when that game.
It's gotten like 2 free updates.
Oh, there you go.
So, but I wouldn't mind paying for an expansion. I'm just saying.
A little expansion, because that's been teased, hasn't it? Or at least like rumored or whatever that they're gonna do something for it. I mean, they should.
Yeah, they should. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All I know is that it's an empty calendar for a PlayStation, and this is the time to tell us what you're doing.
My pipe dream is still Scalebound. Give me Scalebound. I don't care who makes it at this point. As long as it comes out, I want gameplay. I want reviews. I want the whole thing. I will celebrate its release date like a birthday.
Switch 2.
Switch 2 would be the ideal one. I love it. I'm an Xbox guy. If it came out on Xbox, that'd also be great. But, anything at this point. I will take anything. Please.
All right. So, with that all said and done, we're going to hop straight into the rankings today. So, I'm going to share my screen like I do. Like I do.
Like you do.
And there we are.
Ooh. Is this the same exact format you used last time, or is this like slightly like changed?
Nope, same exact format.
I was gonna say this looks very crisp. Not that it
Is
didn't
it?
last time, but I think it looks very nice.
Maybe because I was in full screen last time.
I think last time at least for me and maybe Jared, the ends of the like tiers were slightly cut off. We could see like 95% of the board, but like the very ends were a little cut off.
Gotcha.
But now you
Yeah, I
can
don't.
see the whole thing. I think that's it.
Yeah. It probably because I didn't put it in full screen and I was trying to zoom in enough to not see the ads and whatnot.
Mm.
Anyways,
Well, let's get right into it.
let's get right
Mani
into
left
it.
more
So,
comments.
oh really?
LOL.
What are
At
you?
least you have good
What are you
headphones.
noting?
At least you have good headphones now. Noted.
Yeah, no headphone or no mic.
All the microphones. Hey, a $25 Rock Band mic can get you very far. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, until it starts telling me the same crap. I have no idea. It's funny because it's not like it's like frequent. It just kind of like
It's like
you know
there's
what it is. Maybe it's
What's that?
because I'm too close to the mic sometimes.
Do you think it boots you because it peaks? I do see yours hit red every now and then, but it's not like overly loud.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of.
I mean, I screamed
like how
into this
this-
mic during our bloopers last week, and I like did
That's
not get
true.
booted.
I don't know. I'm not touching it,
knows?
so
Okay.
it could be the little wire that sticks out the end. I have no idea.
Mm.
But like you said, I was holding it for a while and I never had the issue come up. So
Who knows? Hopefully, it's an
who
easy
knows?
fix.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? We
Stop
don't know.
asking questions.
You're asking so many questions.
So let's play this game. So Brian and I gathered a list of the best video game couples for a special Valentine's Day episode. And Connor, if you're still out there, I did not include the ping pong and the ping pong paddle.
Might as
But
well shut
it'll
the
be
stream off now.
It's an honorable mention.
It's an honorable S tier.
So we're gonna kick it off with the first one here, which I'm surprised that I don't know. I feel like you missed a lot.
I definitely did because I don't know. I just blanked. I was gonna put in ones from licensed games, and I'm like that. I don't know if that would count because they already existed prior.
I wouldn't count them.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put them in.
So first up, we got Crash Bandicoot and Tanya. I think her name is
Tanya?
from the first Crash Bandicoot. I don't know.
I know
This is a
nothing
tough
about
one.
this relationship.
You know nothing. Well, there's very little to it. He literally in
Ah.
the beginning cutscene of the game, if anyone knows out there, in the first cutscene of the game, he escapes from the lab of Cortex without the girl, and he's like, "Oh, gotta go climb up the hill now to go save her." So it's like it's kind of a little. I get this like toxic vibe out of it,
Bit
or
of a
like
toxic vibe.
a little
Maybe
toxic.
Crash doesn't know better because he looks pretty zooted in that photo.
He does. He might be zooted because of her.
Maybe he's completely gone Delulu over it.
So I'm just gonna.
Crash. What do they do to you?
I'm gonna give it that's a C.
Give it a C.
C.
I was
for
almost
Crash.
thinking D if it's almost toxic. But maybe we don't know. We don't know the full details.
We don't know the full story. We can't
That's true.
strictly blame them for one thing.
Exactly, based on our.
But I will
our
say we didn't see her. We didn't see her in a long time.
When did she show up again?
Uh, the remakes.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And Crash Bandicoot 4, but technically that one in 4 is one from a different universe.
All I know is that she wasn't in Crash Nitro Kart. That's all I know. My very little bit of Crash Bandicoot knowledge comes from that game and that game alone.
All right.
All
Next
right,
up,
so
we
C tier.
have Sonic and Amy.
Sonic and Amy. I think that's a solid S or an A.
You
If I'm
think
being
that's
honest.
an S or an A?
I think it's an S or an A. Why not? I
I
don't
think
see
they're
anything
toxic.
wrong.
I think
You think
toxic.
they're toxic? Tell me. Explain.
Oh,
I need to hear
because
this.
like Sonic,
I don't know the
Sonic.
details.
Give me all the deeds. Spill
Give me
the
all the
tea.
details. Spill the tea, please.
uh, I don't know. I remember like from like the Sonic Adventure games. Sonic was always like cheeky with her. Like he'd be like, "I gotta go save the day, Amy," and it's like, "Sonic, I just want to go on a date," and he's like, "No, wait, Amy, I gotta save the day, chili dogs," and then he'd run off.
That gives me like. That gives me like. Spider-Man and like Mary Jane vibes. Like, listen, I understand you want to go on a date, but homie just gotta save the day. He's a hero, all right. I think
That's fair.
I think that's a reasonable excuse. If he's just like, oh, I just want to go out and do whatever, then you know that's not the best
But he's
excuse. But
gotta.
listen, if he's basically a superhero, he's going out and saving the day. Listen, from man to man, I understand. Not that I'm a superhero or anything, not that you know of, but listen, Sonic. I'm with my boy Sonic here. You know what? A or B, A or B,
A or B. I'm gonna go with
A or
B.
B, B. Okay, we'll meet in the
I'm
middle.
going B. Brian, are you looking at the comments while we're doing this?
Let me look at the comments. Let's see. Oh gosh. A couple more from Manya. I see. She laughed at something, and then she said, "Me and you," as in you and her.
Probably for Sonic and Amy. I feel like. Why are you out here
My
exposing me and you? Keep that stuff private.
God, we're in front of a live studio audience. You gotta cut my man a break.
Mario and Peach.
No, okay. Here's I don't know. This one, I listen. I'm thinking C.
You thinking C?
I'm thinking C. Listen.
Bro, I'm thinking D.
Oh, okay. I was given a little bit of leeway. You can throw it in D. Throw it in
I'm
D.
throwing.
That
I feel
is
like
that
he's
that might be the most
close to
toxic one we get.
for close to 40 years. This man has been saving this girl, and he gets no respect. All he gets is a cake.
All he gets, if that.
If
And the
that.
man has to fight a giant war turtle numerous times.
He's had to go into space to save her.
Homie left the atmosphere to save the woman. And she's, don't nobody get angry, but she's still ungrateful.
He went to space 3 times to save her. If you think
Three
about it.
times. 3 times. I don't know. Mario, my boy, I think you gotta move on.
I think you got to get with Daisy or Rosalina.
Or, yeah, one or the other.
One or the other, or hop into a different franchise. Get with Amy.
Or just
Get with,
be a bachelor.
be a bachelor. He's got a bunch of coins. He can do it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Oh, Mario.
Glad we're very quick on that one.
Very quick on that. That is toxic. That's probably the most toxic one we'll get. Who is this?
All right. Cloud and Aerith.
I have no opinion.
That's fine. It's an S tier.
It's an S tier. Okay.
Totally an
Also-
S tier. I mean,
Also,
Cloud.
Mani said just real quick. Mani said just in general, video game couple. LOL. For you too.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. No, Cloud and Aerith. I don't know. Cloud. So more people. If there are more people in chat, maybe they understand. But Cloud, he's an always there type of guy, and like he might be like this big tough guy, but in reality, he's he like he's this like super soldier person, but he's got this soft side for Aerith, and they blend so well together. Um, I recommend anyone to play the games. But they have such a great love story, and I feel like a lot of Final Fantasy games does a really great job writing these relationship type characters. But this is the one that I've played the most and I know more about than others. Um, so yeah, I'd S tier all the way.
Nice. That's good to hear. After the debacle we were just given with Mario and
After
Peach.
I know
Ugh. Good for Cloud. Who is
that's Parappa the Rappa and Sunny.
Parappa the Rappa got a honey?
Yeah, her name's Sunny.
What the heck? This is new lore for me. Good for you, Parappa. I have no opinion on this.
But I will say
they look happy.
They look happy, but he goes again. This is another situation where he goes to extremes to get the girl. Like he's trying his best, but it's not like in a bad way. Like they do end up together in the end, and it shows in the second game. But I will say, like Sunny is a little like, "Come on, Parappa," like. She's a little snotty to him sometimes.
A little snotty.
This gives me like super Sonic and Amy vibes, except it's a little flipped.
It's a little flipped. Okay.
It's a little flipped. Yeah, like Parappa tries his best to get with this girl, and she's just like, nothings.
But he keeps trying. Does he get it?
He keeps trying. You gotta believe. You gotta do what? You gotta believe.
Good for Parappa. That sounds like a solid B tier couple.
That's a B tier couple.
That's a B tier couple.
This one. This one's tough. I love the characters. I do. But their relationship is such a will they, won't they? It bugs the heck out of me.
So, I know the looks, but give me names.
Oh, Sora and Kairi from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, like the first game, it's like they're kind of kids still, so like the love is like it's there, but it's like not fully there. I'd say by 3, you kind of get an indication that there is something there, but it's not fully present. It's still like, are they together? Are they not together? And especially the way it ends, you really just don't know. But I feel like they've always been there for each other in like the worst of the worst situation. I'm going to put an A. They're not as superb as Cloud and Aerith's relationship are. I feel like they have a more mature relationship than Sora and Kairi. But it is a beautiful friendship, and that like the stuff that they would do for each other really benefits the love that they have.
I see. Well, that's very sweet.
Good for them.
Good for them. What else we got?
This is Ethan Winters and Mia Winters from Resident Evil Biohazard.
Oh.
Yes. I'm going to put this... I'm going to give this a solid S.
Really? All right. I want to... Give me the explanation. Again, this is nothing I don't know anything about.
So
throw it at me.
Twice, this man went to a creepy house in the woods to go save her woman. And even though he went and did that, she was possessed. But he still... And got his hand cut off by her. Or finger. Jesus. I forgot. Finger. Or maybe it was a hand. I can't remember. But, yeah, like, he still endures, like, this crazy family to go save her. And he manages to do it successfully. And then in Village, he's got to go out to the village. And now he's got to not only save his wife, but also his child. So this is like S tier for not only being a great husband, but also being the best father out there.
That might be
even though he's going to have like some crazy nightmares after.
aside from all the horror aspects, that might be the sweetest one I've heard. Good for them, making it work, despite getting a hand or a finger cut off. You know what? That's what builds a strong relationship.
Exactly. I'm
Mario and
gonna
Peach
switch it
learn from
up.
that.
I'm
Switch
gonna
it
go to
up.
the end of this time. I'm gonna go to the
Oh.
end of the list.
All right. Okay. So, what we have here. So when Brandon asked us to submit some of our own personal choices for this, I submitted. Let me get the exact wording real quick. It was Trevor and that woman he's banging for a split second in his trailer in GTA 5. You know, it's literally just like if you boot up the story and you load in as Trevor, it's one of those things where like they zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, and then you get to your character and they're doing whatever, right? Like Michael's drinking, Franklin's doing whatever he's doing, driving around, whatever. Trevor's doing the most whacked out stuff. That was one of the things he does, and that was one of the like brief things I remember when I was thinking of video game couples. For whatever reason, that popped into my head. Um, I'm thinking for this, we gotta put it in like we never see her again. We gotta put it in like D.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw it in D.
I
It's
assumed this
funny.
was the woman. Is this the woman you're talking about?
I don't remember what she looked like.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
And I'm sure Trevor didn't either.
Yeah, unfortunately, Trevor, you scallywag. Yeah, it's a very funny thing that happens in it. It does not affect any story. I don't think she's even a character, like a prominent character in it at all. It was just funny, but you throw it in D. Oh, S tier. Oh, throw it in F. Throw it in S. God, I wish Jared was here for this. Brian in Call of Duty Ghosts. God, you picked the best picture too. Thank you for picking that photo.
It's your profile picture.
It's my profile picture. It's one of the best pictures of me ever. God, what can I say? I mean, non-toxic whatsoever. There's support from both sides. I listen. For as well as I talk about this game and for the servers to still be up, that warms my heart so much to know that after years of just not, we disconnected for a while, but you know what? We've had a strong reconnect after the years, and I think that's what helps build a strong relationship is that connection and that honesty. And I think Brian and Call of Duty Ghosts is the best relationship we'll get on this tier list.
And
we love each other equally.
Even though the name of the game is Call of Duty Ghost, it didn't ghost you.
It didn't ghost me. It was there the whole time.
Take notes. Take notes, everybody.
Take notes, Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 ghosted me, if anything. I can't play the multiplayer on that anymore. Wow.
Just getting fudged.
Just getting fudged. Ooh.
Nathan Drake and what's her face?
Elena Fisher.
Elena Fisher, yeah.
This
is tough.
A. I think A.
A, yeah.
I think A.
I
like them. Yeah,
it's
I like them.
it's tough in the beginning. Well, honestly, it's tough in almost every game because it's like they get together by the end, and then the next game it's like, oh, it didn't work out.
It didn't work out, whatever. Yeah.
And then halfway through the game, she's there on the same adventure. It's like, oh, we're back together. Yes. And then the cycle repeats, except for Uncharted 4, where he takes a break and he's finally like settled down, and then he's like, that one last adventure.
Yep, so. Exactly. But throughout pretty much all of them, they always usually end up together in the end, and it's very sweet, and I think that's what makes this.
It's a well-written. It's definitely got that like super action type of romance couple.
Oh, 100%. It gives movie vibes, to the fullest extent. Especially like 2, Uncharted 2 for me.
2. Yeah.
It did like fully. That the whole game feels like a movie, and I feel like it feels like a very. It's a solid romance in like an action movie kind of deal.
Two's the one with the runaway train, right?
Yes, where it opens up with it, and then like 3/4 of the way through the game, you're back on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, incredible! Such a good game,
I
and
can't wait.
such a good romance.
Excuse me. That would be well. This is a Naughty Dog game, so they probably won't do it, but because they're working on that what is it? Prophet? I forgot the name of it. Intergalactic Prophet Legacy.
Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, so we're probably not gonna get another Uncharted or something like that.
Maybe after. No,
Maybe.
honestly, probably after is Last of Us 3, so we could just
Finally say goodbye.
that and also season 2 comes out this year, and they're just going to be like, well, depending how the season ends, they could
Yes.
halt it halfway through the second game because I think it's only like 8 episodes long. So,
Oh wow.
but, yeah,
Hmm.
but they're an hour. I don't know.
shall-
We'll see.
We shall see.
It'd be crazy if like, have you played the game?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Do you know what happens?
I know some things. I know one major thing.
You know, like the big thing with Mr. Joel.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's the only thing I know.
Okay, so that. But can you imagine if that was the season finale for season 2?
Yeesh, they could do it. They did like.
Oh, they could totally do it.
Oh yeah, I mean they did some minor changes for this first season. And it was like it was still insanely well received because I think they just had to adjust some things for TV that they couldn't do from the games, or at least like have it make sense.
Because my thinking is like, a lot of the second game, it's a big time jump. So I feel like we're gonna get those moments of like what we missed in that time frame, sort of. So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. But I doubt it because Abby is in it. But again, they showed some flashback stuff with Abby in the game too. So
That's true.
yeah.
That's very true.
Anyways, yeah, I'd agree. It's A.
It's A. That 100%.
This one's all you because I didn't play this game.
Oh, that was I'm so bad with names. Hold on, let me pull it back up. God, get my notes. It was Reese and Sasha from Tales from the Borderlands. From what I remember from this one, I liked the relationship. It slowly built up throughout the episodes, and I was happy that I believe they end up not together. Like they start out not together, and then it builds up. I remember being happy that they ended up together full on. So I would say I put it in A. There was a lot of teamwork involved there to take down Handsome Jack once again, and like I said, I don't remember too much about them. But they were very solid characters, very well written, and they ended up being in a pretty solid relationship at the end.
So what were you ranking it?
I think I'm gonna go A.
Okay.
I don't remember enough to do just full on S, but I like A. A is solid.
Okay. There was a comment or a comment chat, whatever you want to call it. Is that the Mace Master? I don't know what that means.
The Mace Master.
I don't know. I think they're calling me out because of my last name. Are they
The
shortening
Mace
it?
Master? Might be. That's what I was thinking.
That's the only thing I could think of.
I do not know.
I don't know. All right, let's just
Reveal
go on to
yourself.
the next. No, no, Joe. I can't see. Okay, here we go. This is annoying because I have to hide them from everybody. Oh, if Jared was here, he would. I'm S here.
Well, who is this?
It Takes Two.
Oh.
I mean, this is like the game's all about romance. It's all about love, and rekindling a love, and I feel like their relationship is so real, and it's not like
That's cool.
it's not just for like the story. It's a very
Hmm.
relatable story to some, and I think they nail it, and they get like the conversations like down to a T, and just the dialogue is great between them. Like they're not the
Hmm.
perfect couple, but they know how to pull together and get through this weird, crazy adventure that they're on, and soon get back to normal. And then in the end, they turn out to stay together because the whole time they're thinking about getting divorced. So
Oh my gosh.
great game. I can't wait. That and it's next month's Split Fiction, their next
Woo.
co-op game. So very excited for that.
That'll be a pretty big
Um,
release.
oh, huge. I'll call it now. It's probably going to be a contender for Game of the Year.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't put it
100%.
past
Especially
me.
with how well received It Takes Two was. No doubt
Yeah,
in my mind.
no doubt. And it won the Game of the Year.
It did, didn't it?
It did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. Oh. This one I don't know too much about, but I had to put it in there. I feel
So,
like.
I was gonna put it in. I was gonna send it to you, and then I was thinking maybe not. But then I was reading like some people's opinions on it, and I think it works as a like relationship. Because they, how do I put this? They kind of defy each other in times,
Hmm.
especially Cortana going haywire in Halo 4. Um, but for the most part, they work together a lot to help take down the elite and the like Prometheans in 4 especially. So while there's some trouble here and there, and the trouble in the water, in the end they typically always make it work out to help save the world and whatever else they're fighting for. Um, so I would say you throw it an S because they are
Throw
consistently
it in
saving the
S.
world together. Throw it an S. They've
They might
consistently
have their
made it work.
times.
There's some tough times here and there, but you know what? In the end, like I said, they make it work.
Hopping back into the chat, I do know this person. I had a feeling it was this person. I've just never heard him call me by that name, but
Oh,
I approve. Uh, Improv troupe.
oh, look at that.
uh, and then I think Monty is talking about It Takes Two. We played it
Mm.
together. If Jared was here, he would probably talk highly of it as well. Um, very highly. He was like probably the first of the group to play it, and then I got into it once it was free on PS Plus. So yeah, yeah. I can't, like I said, I
Nice.
can't wait for Split Fiction, and Monty and I
Oh
will
yeah,
definitely be checking that out. I think we're
definitely
on the
seems like it's.
last 2 or 3. I can't
That's what it
tell.
looks like. It looks like it's gonna be
Nope,
two.
looks like 2. Looks like just 2. Ah, yes.
Link and Zelda.
And Zelda. This is tough because this is how you got to think, and maybe this is a separate conversation because there are obviously different Links and different Zeldas in every other game or so. So, but personally, I was thinking of Breath of the Wild, Link and Zelda for this, um, and I think out of all the Nintendo IPs, I think they have the most. They have the most put together relationship, um, and like he respects her and she respects him. Like they're very eye to eye. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, he's mute for the whole time for a lot of it, so it makes it seem like he doesn't have a say a lot. But I feel like he's a lot more. He's shows a lot more emotion in this game, and he does have this like caring aesthetic for Zelda in this particular game. Um, I'm gonna say I don't want to keep putting things in S tier. I mean, they definitely have flaws. I will say. I'm gonna keep it right at A, personally.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I
Ain't
think
nothing wrong.
so far, each tier we've like nailed. I think.
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
Crash is just standalone, but I think I kind of just put the two and two together, and I realized that Mario and Peach are equal to Trevor and the mother from.
Mario and Peach have been in a franchise together for however many years, and then we put them in the same tier as two characters we don't see on screen together for more than 10 seconds. That goes to show you, Nintendo, you need to get Peach's crap together.
I know. Ryan, it's good to see you too. Not see you, but welcome to the chat. We'll be doing this more often every week. If you haven't subscribed, if anybody in the chat hasn't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. So you can be
Please.
notified every week when we go live. It'll be hopefully every Tuesday. That's what we've been targeting. But if there are things that change, we'll let you know. And we can let you know by heading to the Discord, which is also linked in our bio, which you can also join as well. Not really a lot of going on in there, but hopefully the more we grow it, the bigger the community we can get, and the more people that can start some conversations going. So yeah, I think we're on the last one, which is there's a hidden one. I couldn't see it.
Oh.
There's one more. So this is Kratos and Faye from the God of War series. And this has been a relationship that's lasted beyond just the new games. It's present in the ones that were on, I think, PS3. It's not. I can't quite remember. But if the remastered comes out, then I'll remember. Hopefully. For this, I would say this is an S.
Really?
I'm saying it's an S. It is, again, it has that same vibe as with Cloud and Aerith, where big tough dude and definitely not the guy you think who would ever fall in love with somebody, but Faye is very this type of person who like brings Thanos. It's kind of like this it's a weird way to put it, but it's like a Hulk and Natasha Romanoff situation where like he's the Hulk, but when Natasha comes into the frame, it's or Faye, she kind of brings him down and gets him down to a peaceful level where it's not all about rage and war and stuff like that. And he's very protective of her. He would do anything for her, and that's very apparent in even just the first game alone is all about that journey. He does a lot. I mean, he goes into other realms he shouldn't be doing in the Norse world. So it's a solid like you go, man. Like you
Good for Kratos.
Good for Kratos. All right, one more.
I don't know what this hidden one is.
I think it's here. Oh no, I guess that's it.
Oh, that is it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, that's that.
That's that. Look at that tier list. The Crash left all alone.
All alone.
All alone. I think this is. God, look at Brian and Call of Duty Ghost right at the top there.
Dude, you know what? We could really like get more nitty gritty and like put this right in front.
Ah, yes. I love it. Perfect. Top of the line relationship right there. Oh, we love to see it.
It's perfect. It's beautiful.
Oh,
I mean, what more could you ask for?
Exactly. Come on now. That's a good thumbnail right there.
Sounds good. Just subbed. Thank you, sir, for the sub. I found out also, I think if you say the word subscribe, it like does a little fancy dance. It like glows, the subscribe button. So if anyone can confirm that, if we say the word subscribe, it kind of sparkles a little bit, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong.
We could have been gaslit. We don't know.
We don't know. But the best part about all this is that my mic has not shut off.
Yes, we made it to the whole tier list without anything going on.
I guess I just can't hold it. It might be it. Because I feel like the wire's probably jiggling, and then it's like
that freaks out a
disconnecting.
bit, which is so weird because
Yeah,
I'm literally moving this microphone the whole time and it's all tangled
yeah,
and
but your
stuff. And
mic is that mic is disconnected right or it's not like you can't unhook from the mic,
no,
right?
it's literally all one
Yeah,
stable cord. Yeah,
this one you can. So I'm thinking
I
it's like
see.
wiggling at the bottom or I'm touching it and
That's the
it like
same thing with
freaks out.
my snowball that I have. It connects one to the computer, then one into the actual mic itself. So I feel like if I use
Yeah,
that for this, I probably would have the same issue because sometimes it does like jiggle around a bit.
then probably that's it. All right, no more
Hmm.
holding the mic, I guess. Um, that's fine. Oh, Mani confirmed it does not sparkle. Well,
What the heck?
what's the point of all this?
Yeah, no more live streaming, no more trifecta, no more. We're cutting. We're actually going our separate ways. I'm gonna start a a jug band, and Brandon's gonna become a world famous streamer, and Jared is gonna work on cars.
Oh wait, I kind of want to join the jug band with you.
You want to join the jug band with me? What do you want to play?
I want to play the entire soundtrack to Emma Otter's Jug Band.
What instrument do you want to play though?
Oh,
There's the
I don't know
jug.
what.
There's the gut bucket. There's the drying rack.
Oh, the
Where it goes.
drying rack. I think I
That's a
play a
drying
mean
rack.
drying rack. I think I
Like
play a mean
is
drying
it a drying
rack.
rack or it's like a washboard? Something
It's a
like that.
washboard. That's it.
Washboard, that's it. Yeah. So there's a
Washboard.
washboard, there's a jug. There's the gut bucket where Emma had to put a hole in the wash tub to make. Or they call it the wash tub base, but it's also called the gut bucket.
So it should be trifecta juggin.
I don't know if we can say this.
Can we not say that?
No, I don't know. Trifecta. I don't know, trifecta jug band. I don't know, something like
Trifecta
that.
jug
That'll be
band.
that'll be our world tour when we open for like Metallica.
Mania has claimed the washboard, even though I have already claimed it.
You guys gotta fight over it then.
I'm gonna bash that. That's wrong.
We just talked about good couples. What the? What the heck, bro?
Anyways, with that,
Anyway.
this has been the first live stream. I'd say it went pretty well.
I'd say it
After
went
we
pretty
got
well.
all the technical stuff out of the way, now we know when
Exactly.
Jared comes, we'll look like pros, and he'll be like, "Dang, you guys probably had a really great first stream," and I'll be like, "What are you gonna do?"
We're gonna gaslight him to him thinking that we had a great stream. There were no errors. We had upwards of 500 viewers. It went so great. Everybody loved us.
Everybody subscribed. We were able.
Everybody
Somebody sent like
subscribed.
$500.
Yup. Yeah. We're getting the soundboard in now. We're getting the gut bucket. We're getting the washboard, the jug, getting everything in now.
This is really just to start a jug band and not to talk about video games.
Exactly.
Not
And
to
then
be passionate.
And then the podcast ends, and then that's
And
it.
then
Then we go on our world tour. And then we have a huge falling out, and then Netflix makes a documentary about us.
And then Jared releases an apology video.
Yup, for something heinous. He
This
gave
is
one
what
of us
happens when
pink
you-
eye.
I hope he's watching this. Probably not, but if he ever does decide to watch this, I feel like we always talk poop about him.
Jared, we love you. We wish you were here right now.
Yeah, especially for Brian's favorite love.
I know, for my passionate relationship that I've had for over 10 years. He wasn't here to see it. Such a
S
shame.
tier.
S tier.
Anyways, we're going to call it here. We'll see you all next week. We'll probably be talking about the state of play that is happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. Unfortunately, we will not be streaming it because I will be on my way from work at that time, which sucks because that means I have to avoid spoilers as I'm opening up YouTube and not getting spoiled by some big reveal trailer, which is like the worst part. So hopefully that does not happen. But with that, I hope you all have a good day, a good night, a good afternoon, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye-bye.